Seattle is closed and all flights are now canceled. So I did not do a good job telling the story last week. I get on the plane. I got up at 4 in the morning, get to the airport, board the plane. We fly out at 7, and I'm on my way to Seattle so that I can drive 2 hours north to look at a 1962 Lincoln Continental. An hour and a half to 2 hours into my flight, and all of a sudden the pilot comes on and starts talking, and you know, you can barely hear what the pilot's saying anyway, but I've got my headphones on. So I realize the pilot's talking. I take my headphones off and I hear him saying, "Back to Phoenix." I'm like, what? So the guy next to me tells me, yeah, apparently we can't land in Seattle because there's a big storm coming in. So we're turning you around. We're going all the way back to Phoenix. So a 3-hour round trip. I didn't go anywhere. I got somebody who will trade me or take my call for Friday and Saturday. So now it's Friday, and I'm excited to be on my way to the airport to do it again. So I'm going to land in Seattle tonight, and I'll go about 40 minutes north, spend the night. In the morning, I'll wake up and drive the hour and a half up, see the car. We'll see what happens, and I need to get back to Seattle and out by 2:45, because believe it or not, it's the last flight from Seattle to Phoenix. It's 2:45 in the afternoon. So, all right, wish me luck, man. Going with the Chevy Malibu, I guess. How much else available? Find some food into the hotel. Here we go. I just checked into the sketchiest hotel in Washington. This is the kind of place you check into to do heroin, I think. Look at this. I don't know, maybe it doesn't look that bad to you, but I don't know, man. It's pretty sketchy out here. People just standing out here smoking cigarettes. All right, if I make it through the night, see you tomorrow. Made it. See what we see.
Right in the rear, that's a ridge.
Yeah, did you get that? The original license?
Oh, I'll take a look for sure. I'm impressed with the chrome. That is a big truck.
The accelerator pump was trashed.
Yeah, that's cool.
A little dent right there. This moves your vents. Vents. Perfect dash. Headliner is beautiful.
coolest part is that door.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, appreciate you. Thank you. Bye, guys. The deal is done. I own a 1962 Lincoln Continental. Woo! Oh, dude, I'm over the moon right now. I don't have to carry that much money on my person anymore, which is also nice. Which is also nice. Keys to this rental. All right. Being in the Marines, I always wondered where NAS Whidbey Island was. I mean, a lot of my friends went to school at NAS Whidbey Island. And so I've heard the name 100 times. Heard stories about it, but could never picture it, and it's right down the road. So now I can put a face, a picture with the name NAS Whidbey Island. What a nice guy, man. I could hang out with those guys. So fun. So fun.
Hello?
We own a 62 Lincoln.
Oh my God, you did buy it, huh?
Oh, it's the one. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's got old paint. It needs some paint probably, but man, you should see the interior. And the dash, absolutely perfect. The headliner, absolutely perfect. I mean, it looks like a
wow.
Inside, it looks like a time capsule. It's just been like just rolled off in 1962. Aside from, you know, just a little bit of wear from sitting on the leather seats for 60 years. You can tell the leather seats are older, but gosh, wait till I send you pictures of the dash and the instrument panel and stuff.
Wow. Well, there's a refurbishment treatment we could put on the seat, probably.
Probably. And, yeah, I mean, we could take our time and get it repainted. But, just, it's in great shape. And those guys, you know, were just really personable, fantastic people. I could hang out with them, actually. I enjoyed visiting with them, and when I made him the offer, I offered him $500 less than he was asking, and he says, well, I was really planning on doing you better than that, you know, let's take $1,000 off, because you're gonna have to ship.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to ship it. He said, and shipping's gonna cost me $1,000 probably. So yeah, so that's a really good experience.
That's cool, honey.
Yeah. So,
wow, well, congratulations. That's exciting.
Oh, thanks, baby. What a good day. And now I have to hurry all the way back to Seattle and not dilly-dally or I'll miss. It's the last flight out, and it's only at 2:30. So.
Well, I don't want you staying in that shitbag hotel, so.
I don't want to stay in a shitbag hotel either.
All right, well, that's exciting.
So I made it home. And then comes the pain in the butt process of actually trying to ship your car. And so the way the process works is there are all these brokers, and you go online and you say that you've got a vehicle that you want to ship from this place to this place, and you pick what days you would like to do it, and you start getting bids at all hours of the night. They'll start just hitting your cell phone with text messages, emails, and all of them are about the same exact price, within $50 of each other. Because they're all brokers, and they're all just using the same shipping companies that are out there. And they need to make their bid low enough that you'll pick them, but high enough that the shipping company will accept the job. So you just get a bunch of offers from people, and you have no idea who to go with, and you have no way of knowing what actual shipping company is going to be shipping your car. So I went with 2 different people because both times I got stood up. And all of a sudden, nobody communicates anymore. They accept the job, sign the papers. It was going to be about $750. Although once the shipping company accepts it, they can increase it a little bit and come back to you. But I was even given a driver's name, because then they accepted the job, and then for 2 days nobody would talk to me. I hadn't paid him anything yet, but I've got a guy sitting there with the car on the other end. He needs to know when to be at the warehouse, so they can load the car. I mean, let's all communicate a little here. And finally, they'd given me the driver's name and phone number, but he doesn't answer his phone, doesn't return text messages, doesn't return calls. So he finally did send me a text after like the second day, and he says, "Hey, I'll be there tomorrow." This is 2 days after he's supposed to be there. "I'll be there tomorrow at noon to pick up your car. I had to wait because there was 2 other cars in the area, and they weren't going to be ready yet. I will call 2 hours prior." He sent that to me. He sent that to the guy with the car. And then he never called, and he never showed up, and they just ghosted me from there. So my brother-in-law Craig lives 8 hours south of the car in Oregon. My wife and I were driving to see our friends, and we were going to go out for the night. And Craig had, he loves cars, man. He's a gearhead. So he had said a few times, "Hey, I'll drive that car." And, I thought he was kind of joking. But I told Michelle, "Why don't you see if you fly out there tomorrow, if you and Craig can bring the car down." Now, Craig has a tow dolly. He's been taking some of his cars from Montana down to Oregon recently. So we stuck Michelle on a plane the next morning. She flew to southern Oregon, and they drove 8 hours up to the car. It did not fit on the tow dolly. Well, they measured it out ahead of time, and they knew it wasn't going to fit on the tow dolly. But after Michelle was already in Oregon. So Craig packed all his tools in the trunk of the Continental, and I was worried. The car's 60 years old, so it hadn't been driven in a long time, not any significant miles. And the thing is, I know Craig could fix it, but can you even get parts for it? Sometimes it takes 2 weeks to get parts for a car like that. So he decided he was going to test drive it, and if he didn't feel like it was going to make it, they would abort and Michelle would fly home. And if he felt like he wanted to go for it, they'd go for it. Well, they went for it. And so Thelma and Louise, man, they spent the next 4 days going from the border of Canada all the way down the coast to Palm Desert, and then across to the 10 and through Blythe and all the way to Phoenix. And we were sitting I was sitting in the garage when they pulled up and backed into the driveway. I was so excited. I was so happy. Here's a clip from that.
Oh my God, it's a long trip.
That's it. Thanks for watching. Next week I'm fishing in a kayak bass fishing tournament. First time ever, so that'll be fun. I'll try and get some videos of that and get that up on here so you can fish it with me. That'll be Saturday. And then I'm headed off to Texas to play on one of my best friend's ranches. And the cows are having babies, so maybe we'll make something over there too. All right, talk to you guys later.